Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy Sensei, and you watching Pool Talk.
What's up? It's your boy Prince Franchise. And listen, this is Pool Talk.
Okay, friends, see what you got.
Got you.
Okay.
Got nothing.
Good break. So tell me about this Javante.
Yeah,
Javante Cat and
Jake Paul.
Pizzy.
So
yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
So Jake Paul put out a message. I think it was Instagram or one of them joints, Twitter, one of them joints, and basically he was just bashing Tank. He said that Tank is, he shows up late to all the events that they have that they supposed to be doing. He said that Tank is basically said that Tank is. I don't really want to say it on camera, but he beats people outside of the ring.
Okay.
He said he's a bad business person, and he don't want to do no type of business with Tank. So that fight is off. What do you think about that, Sensei?
I don't know. I'm trying to say, is my son Jake, is you scared? Or I don't know. Maybe Jake trying to find a way out. How about that? Conspiracy theory,
I mean, it could be, but it could also be a bad look for the fight if whatever court situation is going on. I think they said that. And what Jake also said is that Tank's ex-girlfriend, Tank's ex-girlfriend filed some stuff in the court. So, I don't know. It's looking kind of crazy for Tank right now with that whole situation.
So a lot of people is, I don't know. Well, let's rewind a bit. I mean, like the boxing world had like mixed feelings about the fight. Yeah, you got Solids. Yeah, the boxing world was feeling a little jaded or spicy or iffy about that. Jake Paul fight.
Right, with Tank.
Because they were saying, so Tank, they say Tank's avoiding Roach. So, everybody then kind of had a little mixed feelings about that. So but I heard that Tank had to keep PBC afloat is why that he had to actually take the fight. It's not that he didn't want to not fight Roach.
Right.
It's just a business where they had to be able to. PBC is getting outflanked by this Turkish guy.
Yeah, I mean, Turkey's killing the whole game right now. He's killing the whole game. If you're not working with Turkey, it's going to be hard for you to stay afloat.
And it's Netflix that jumped into the arena now.
And then Netflix is in the arena. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to Tank fighting Roach again, I don't think that Tank is scared to fight Roach again. I just feel like Tank is at the point in his career right now, to be quite honest. Oh, it's your play, right, by the way.
Okay.
I just feel like Tank is where he's at in his career right now, where he's just like, yo, I wanna get this money. And that's what the Jake Paul fight was. The Jake Paul fight was really just a money grab. Be quite honest, because
so you think Tank,
that fight was down as an exhibition. It wasn't even down as a real fight.
Right.
So I don't even know if that was going to go on his record.
The room is that PBC needed help because they fallen. So it's a business.
Right.
Tank wasn't really in control of the decision.
Right.
He was doing PBC a favor.
Right.
So
because they get a piece of that pot.
Maybe the universal laws is working in order, and we're going to get to see Tank get back to doing business like he should be doing.
Doing the straight up business that he's supposed to be doing.
So now my man what's homie? Oh man. You lost, brother. 8 ball.
8 ball with it.
Rack him.
Crazy.
Right?
Crazy.
Oh, man.
I ain't even peeped the 8 ball go with it.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was slowly.
That's crazy.
So all right, bet. So let's move on to so we get back. No. I want to talk about Showbiz, the adult Showbiz, making a lot of noise out there. In case you guys don't know, or who don't know who Showbiz out. Wait, the morning after. Showbiz, yo, what's up, Showbiz? You fuck with Showbiz?
I've never really followed him too heavy, I'll be honest.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yes.
Okay. But Showbiz is Showbiz was saying, hey, when it comes to Roach did a great fight. he believed Roach beat Tank. He definitely believed that Roach beat Tank. And which I believe, sorry Tank, don't crack my ribs. I thought that you lost the fight. I thought Tank lost the fight. But Showbiz was like, based off the knee, definitely made him lose the fight. Points. So, but Showbiz was like, look, Tank overlooked him.
Right.
And didn't really take him very serious.
No, that's a fact.
And now
100%.
everybody going Roach crazy when Roach was like kind of like a nobody name. I respect Roach skills. Roach got some skills, right? So I like Roach. I thought that was a great fight personally.
Nah, it was a great fight.
And I thought it was an insane fight.
Definitely.
One of the most highly skilled fights I've seen. I enjoyed that fight, but we're gonna get to the. I enjoyed that fight more than I enjoyed the Crawford fight because it was a high level chess match of equal skills. Now maybe Tank did take him lightly, but remember they used to fight in the amateurs their whole lives since they was kids.
Right.
Sparring and going back and forth, so they knew each other very well.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and this is why I feel like they should have had to give Tank that L, is because you can't overlook somebody that you've been sparring with your whole life because you already know what they're coming with. You know that he's coming to win. You know that he's coming with force. You know that he's coming with skill. You know that he's coming and he's going to be elusive as possible, so that he can get that W, right? So now, why would you go in there and overlook him?
So you're not going to ignore that break, right? That was 3-1.
I was talking. I didn't even see it.
Don't worry.
That was crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
You're not going to act
That's
like
crazy.
You ain't going to do the Kevin Hart. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just not
that's
gonna
dope.
act
That's
like
dope.
we didn't-
That's dope. That's
we
dope.
We didn't see that break.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, go ahead.
So I definitely feel like Tank was supposed to eat that L, but boxing is politics, man. And I've been saying that for a long time. Boxing is politics, and if you want to take the champ out, you got to damn near knock them out.
I normally don't agree with the politics, but that's kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was me, we both boxed.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like business-wise, I think that one wouldn't have, like Roach, like I don't know what like Roach can do to garnish the attention that he's going to need to get build the excitement. I mean, like what makes these fighters exciting is the question. You know what I'm saying? For instance, let's look at what's some of the things that you think makes Tank appealing, because Tank has turned, if I'm not mistaken, wait. Did Tank turn into a box office draw? He fills out arenas.
Tank turned into a draw at the box office because of his knockout power.
Right.
And off of his knockout power, a lot of people, what they stopped realizing is that Tank actually got real boxing skills, because they got so used to seeing Tank knock people out all the time.
Right.
Tank really have a high IQ in the ring.
I think
Now,
no doubt about it.
I don't know what happened in the Roach fight, but his IQ just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, his IQ just wasn't the same with the Roach fight, to be honest, in my opinion. I don't know if you feel like that, but I feel like he lacked in a lot of places in that fight, and Roach was capitalizing on it. Roach was countering him like crazy. There was no time in the fight where Tank was in trouble of being knocked out. There was no time in the fight where he was in trouble.
I don't know if he knocked out, but he did take some good shots.
But he took some hard shots. He took some hard shots. But I never seen him like, oh, he's about to be knocked out, or he was, you know what I mean?
I think he got stunned. I think he wow.
Nah, I don't think he was stunned. I see him get hit with a hard shot, but I don't think that he was
like a stumble, not stumble with legs.
Because it's just like if
was he off balance? It was like
I think he was more off balance, because it's like if you take a hard hit, you're gonna stumble back a little bit, but that doesn't mean that you was like stunned. Because at no point in the fight, if somebody gets stunned, they're gonna come back, but they're gonna be a little bit off. At no point in the fight he was off. He was just taking a beating.
No, that's kind of. I don't know. But anyway, my question was, what makes not just Tank with boxers? Because like, you know, we had Crawford for a minute,
Right.
and Crawford wasn't like, in terms of marketability, like Crawford, you know, obviously the whole world now sees Crawford's skill sets and see he's nice. He had a long way to get into the psyche of the American public.
No. So
Okay.
why I don't agree with that is because Crawford was always marketable.
Really?
Crawford was always marketable. Crawford's promoter,
Aaron?
right? I wasn't gonna say his name, but because I have a lot of respect for Bob Arum. Bob Arum been in the game for a long time.
Legend.
Super legend.
Do like
but
50 years in the game?
yeah,
Dude,
but
probably
here's the
60.
problem with that. Bob Arum have an old school mind of way of thinking, and Crawford was always a superstar. Bob Arum didn't give him the chance to prove it. Crawford, it was so many fights that Crawford could have gotten
Right.
that would have been proved that he was a superstar.
Right. So
Bob
Crawford
Arum never gave him that opportunity.
with Pacquiao.
Right. He didn't get the opportunity with Pacquiao. He didn't get the opportunity with Spence until he left Bob Arum. Right? So all of that right there played into the whole issue of Crawford now being seen as to his full potential as what he really is. And back then, Ennis could have gotten a fight with Crawford. There's a lot of people that could have gotten a fight with Crawford back then.
Ennis and Crawford?
They didn't want to take it because
Who didn't want to take it?
They quote a lot of dudes. They want to take it because quote unquote he wasn't the name like that. You know what I mean?
Which one was the name? Ennis or
Crawford.
Crawford. Right.
Crawford.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, remember that wasn't the name stuff. That happened with Keith Thurman.
Right.
Keith Thurman didn't. Well, remember, Keith Thurman was trying to fight Mayweather at one point, right? And then Keith Thurman was trying to fight Mayweather,
Right.
and Mayweather was like, you ain't got the name." Yeah. So Keith Thurman, that like revolving door of not having a name. I mean, like at the end of the day, right? Boxing is a business.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, like, boxing is a business. And the difference between, because I didn't want to really skate there, but the UFC, UFC promoter, Dana White.
UFC promoter Dana White. Yeah.
Yeah, Dana White makes sure that everybody's fighting everybody. But the difference between boxing and UFC is that you can have 15 and 18 losses in the UFC and
So-
still the crowd's coming out. It's a different type of demographic
Yeah.
of crowd. In boxing,
Yeah.
you can't have 6, 7 losses and still it don't work the same. And not only that, I don't know how this works out in the UFC. I really didn't want to jump to the UFC thing, but this is very important. You know, you as a fighter, me as a fighter, and no disrespect to the UFC fight. I mean, these guys are like phenomenal kick butt artists. They no joke, right? Super dangerous. But why is it that boxers, after they take a certain beating, they can't do 10, 12, 13 losses? But UFC dudes can do 10, 12, 13 losses. That's the problem with boxing. You cannot make all these boxers fight because there's not enough boxers to go around. That's the problem. That's the politics of boxing.
So my take on that is that the people started dictating what goes in boxing and what don't go in boxing. And when that happened,
What you mean by that?
like I mean that back in the days, Muhammad Ali, you know, all these guys, you know, these dudes, they all took losses. But even when they took a loss, the world never looked at them and said, I always knew you were a bum. The world never looked at them and said, yeah, he's washed. You know, he got a loss now. You know, he ain't gonna come back from it. Nah, the world was ready to see what's their next move. The world was still calling Muhammad Ali the champ even after he took a loss.
Right.
Even if one of them guys took 2 losses, nobody was looking at them weird because they already know their track record and what they did. Look, yo, it's
But
boxing.
this only started with Mayweather though.
It's boxing. It's boxing, right? One punch could change a fight. It's boxing at the end of the day. This right here, we humans. So anybody can take a punch, a bad punch that they don't see coming, even a champ. And then it's lights out. Doesn't mean that champ not gonna come back. Right?
So what you're saying, we was talking about.
So the people
Right.
are the ones who
What?
basically is saying now that this person can't come back because they took an L. Look at what they did with Devin Haney. Devin Haney took an L.
They didn't say Devin Haney couldn't come back.
I mean, they started calling him a bum.
I mean,
A lot of people started calling him a bum. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people started saying,
No.
am I lying
Are
though?
we talking about, nah, talking about. So we're talking about casual. So how it works is in every sport, there's casual fans, like UFC. I'm a casual fan.
But you got to realize there's more casual fans than there's actual people who understand boxing.
Why do we care about the casual fans?
Because the casual fans is who's going to bring in a lot of the money because it's more of them.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more of them than it's more casual fans, especially with Jake Paul coming into the.
Well, that's Jake Paul. So Jake Paul
you understand what I'm saying?
Has a sub niche. And so since Jake Paul has his own huge, humongous sub niche.
All that's the money coming into boxing though.
Nah, hold on, time out. There was no Jake Paul fans for the Canelo and Crawford fight.
Nah, you can't say that because Jake Paul converted a lot of people into boxing.
Nah, I'm not doing it. We're not doing it.
No. Hear me out. You have a listen. Hold on. You have a lot of people. You have a lot of people who wasn't really watching boxing.
Make sure you'll comment down below and join in this debate. Let us know.
You have a lot of people.
Give you some shout outs. I'm gonna read those comments.
You have a lot of people who were not boxing fans. I mean, before Jake Paul because they were YouTube fans of Jake Paul. They were Jake Paul fans. And then after that, they became boxing fans and they started watching boxing. So you have a lot of those also.
That's theory. I'm gonna need some data. I'm gonna need some Kevin Samuels on it.
I mean, the data's there.
Data stats and statistics.
Think about it. Think about it.
Data stats and statistics.
No.
I'm gonna need that.
Jake Paul first fight, right? A lot of people tuned in. I didn't even know who Jake Paul was. I didn't know who he was. But a lot of people tuned in and, then I had to ask people like, yo, who's this Jake Paul guy?
What you mean?
And they were like,
Jake
he's
Paul was because it's a celebrity boxing match.
No. But they said, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know. I'm saying,
why would you know who he is?
I didn't know who he was.
Why would
people
you know
are like,
who he is?
Yo, he's a YouTuber.
Fight? What's the first fight you knew who he was? The first fight.
The first fight.
I already know what you're going to say.
The first fight I knew who he was. What fight was that?
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson. Yes. Nate Robinson. I can't take that away from him. You know what I mean?
I'm going to take it away from him.
But
because until you can show me that these now Jake Paul fight fans, that was a good shot, man. How you did that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Until you can show me some data on these YouTubers. I mean, what you guys think? You know what I'm saying? Like, is you know what I'm saying? Is do you guys really feel that Jake Paul, YouTube boxing fans has now actually, without Jake Paul headlining or being involved in boxing, are actually now watching boxing?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a lot of youth, there's a lot of people who were just like fans of like Jake Paul on YouTube, and now they're actual fans of boxing. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm telling you, that's a fact. That's why Jake. But listen, that's why Jake Paul can keep doing what he's doing.
How?
Because of his fans, his fan base. Remember,
yes, his fan base.
No, but
doesn't translate.
No. But what I'm saying is,
wait. You telling me Jake Paul fans is now watching Jerron Boots Ennis?
Absolutely.
I don't know about that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because when here's the thing, they're and you see it in the comments too. How many times you see in the comments under a YouTube video, right? You see a person saying something that doesn't make absolutely no sense. And you're like, yeah, you're just a casual fan.
Right.
A lot of those guys came from that YouTube stuff.
Okay. So now that we, I don't know so now my son Boots,
Yeah.
Give me your rating on Boots' skill set from 1 to 10. What you got?
Boots skill set from 1 to 10, I would give him a solid 8.5.
That's strong rating.
Yes, yeah, because he's a good fighter. Boots is a good fighter. Boots, problem with Boots is he leaves himself open a lot and he get hit too much.
Wow.
So I can't give him a 9.5 like I would give Terrence Crawford. You understand what I'm saying? He leaves himself open too much. He takes a lot of punches in some fights, and it's just like it's punches that he can avoid that he didn't. It's things that he didn't need to take.
So maybe it's about just gaining some more experience or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now, so Boots and Crawford. You think Crawford should take that fight for Boots? What's going on? High risk, low reward, as they like to say.
I think that it will be a good fight, but I don't think it's a fight that Boots should want to take right now.
Right. Don't think Boots should take that.
Nah, I don't think Boots should take that fight right now. And also, I don't see Crawford going back down to 154 to take that fight.
Right.
I don't see it happening. I think that Crawford is very comfortable at 160 or 168. I think he'd be very comfortable in either of those positions right there.
Right. So now you told me, I gotta keep it a buck. You told me that Crawford was your shot. Yeah. Crawford's gonna wash up Canelo. I was like,
I wasn't even gonna touch on that. I wasn't even gonna touch on that.
I gotta take that out. I'm sorry, Crawford. You tricked me. I'm like, he too small. The son too small. And I thought Crawford stayed in the pocket with everybody he liked to bang. Crawford's a banger. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Crawford like to sit there and I never saw Crawford do the disco step. It's funny. I never saw Crawford do the Jerron Ennis.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've never seen that. I like Crawford. I watched all his fights. I've never seen him do that. And I also knew, hey, he better not switch into that conventional stance, stay southpaw. He stayed southpaw. He played the angles. I was very disappointed.
You didn't want to see him in orthodox.
No. I thought he would get. I thought he would get cracked. And orthodox, but Crawford shocked the world and shocked me. You know what I'm saying? Made a. I wouldn't say if Crawford would have showcased those skills before, I would have. The good news is I didn't lose no money on Sunday. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't stupid enough to bet no money. Now remember, Gus was like, bet me.
Yeah, Gus was like, yo, bet me.
Yeah, bet. I was like,
bet me.
No, we're not gonna do that. And so I knew Crawford wasn't no duck. However, I did think he was too small. I had no idea that man's walking around 180 pounds. But
remember, I told you that.
That way you did. You did tell me.
I told you that.
You did tell me. You did. You did tell me that. 100%. You 100% did tell me. So that the man.
The reason I knew that Crawford was going to beat Canelo is because of the fact that Crawford when he wants to, he can be very agile on his feet. Canelo have problems with people who have good footwork. And another thing is Canelo is a straightforward fighter. Crawford can fight going backwards. He can fight going forward. He can fight off the pivot. Any which way. And the good thing about Crawford is Crawford gets stronger as the fight goes on. I don't know if a lot of people realize that. This dude is an anomaly.
Yeah,
he gets stronger as the fight goes on.
I will say that's true.
How he crack you in the first round, he's going to crack you same way in the eighth, ninth round or harder. Because now he's like, all right, now I'm trying to get you out of there.
I will admit that. Yeah, I will admit that. And it looked like he was going to knock Canelo ass out at some point. I thought he was going to knock him out.
Listen, if it had 2 more rounds,
I thought he was going to knock him out.
Canelo would have got knocked out.
I think he could have knocked. I think he stepped off the gas.
2 more rounds, Canelo would have got knocked out.
Wow. So now we got everybody calling my man Crawford out. So who we got? We got a good scratch there.
Yeah.
Everybody calling Crawford out. So who we gonna rock out with? Who should Crawford stomp on next? I really don't want to see him fight that dude at 160. And one thing that they saying that my man Crawford is I don't know. What type of crap? They saying that you know the fantasy fights, Crawford's better than Mayweather.
Well, that's what Canelo said.
Well, I don't know if Canelo's being petty. I'm glad you said that. I want you guys to look at Mayweather fight Canelo, and Mayweather dominated Canelo. He absolutely shut him out.
Every round.
He walked him down. He stood in front of him. He had him pinned on the rope several times. After the Crawford fight, I watched that fight repeatedly. I swear to God, I watched that fight at least 7 times. So you guys go on YouTube, watch. Mayweather versus Canelo. Watch the video with the 11 minute. It's 11 minutes, and they give you the highlights from 11 minutes from round 1 to round 12. It was a super performance. I watch all, we boxing fans. We OD boxing fans. So I saw a lot of commentators and people chatting about how, Showbiz, yo ass. Showbiz Crawford did something Mayweather would have never did. Went to 168. Mayweather couldn't go to 168.
He's too small.
He can't go to 168.
He's too small.
So I'm trying to figure out, Showbiz, why are you mentioning Mayweather going to 168? He could never make 168. He's saying that what Crawford did was more miraculous. To me, it can't be more miraculous if you're walking around at 180 pounds. Everybody's like, you're too small. You're too small. You're too small. Crawford, out of Crawford's own mouth, dude, y'all thought I was too small. I knew I wasn't too small. I stood next to him. He's like, he's small. I'm not small. Y'all thought I was small. I walk around at 180. So now my point with Mayweather is that Mayweather fought son. Mayweather came in that ring fight night 149, maybe 150, and Canelo was 172. So if you're 172 pounds, you're still fighting somebody at 168. Because for him to be 172, he obviously made way more than 175 to 180. So you still fought him at 168. So I'm not understanding the part. Now you tell me why.
Now, the reason why people be doing that is
I want to know specifically why Showbiz said that.
Because of the fact that they're always trying to find a way to take Mayweather greatness away from him.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
That fight was
they're always looking for a way to take Mayweather greatness away from him.
That Mayweather fight was a master class.
Question to you, right,
Sensei?
Sensei?
He has Mayweather a couple of times in his career too.
Question to you. If Mayweather and Canelo fought today, what do you think would happen?
If Mayweather and Canelo fought today?
Mayweather and Canelo, yes.
At what juncture? What do you mean?
If Mayweather and Canelo
can never beat Mayweather. He don't have the skill set.
That's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know.
It would be what weight you fought him at. He's still gonna beat you.
Here's the reason I asked that.
Right.
The reason I asked that question is because
I won money in that Canelo Mayweather. Yeah.
A lot of people, what they do is they say Canelo wasn't in his prime when he fought Mayweather. So where was he? Because to my knowledge, when Canelo fought Mayweather, Canelo had 30 something fights or something already, or maybe more than that.
Right.
He already had like 30 something fights. Mm-hmm. So what do you mean he's not in his prime? He was knocking everybody out.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Tyson, 20 years old. Muhammad Ali, like 21 years old, young champion, right? We got Shakur Stevens, right? Early 20s.
Right.
We got Gervonta, early 20s, right?
Devin Haney.
We got Devin Haney. Undisputed. 20s. Early 20s.
Exactly.
Right? So we got Sugar Ray Leonard, early 20s. I'm not trying to hear Canelo was too young. Most great champions do it while they're young.
Exactly.
So we gotta dispel that myth. We're not doing that.
That's what a lot of people were doing, right? A lot of people were saying, well, Canelo, with the boxing IQ that he have today, if he fought Mayweather today, he'll knock Mayweather out. Not if they fight at 147, that's not happening. Or not if they fight at 154.
If they stayed at
He's not knocking Mayweather out.
Well, I remember that I was
It's
tripping.
going to end up the same exact way. Mayweather's going to do the same thing that he did when he fought Canelo the first time.
I remember that I was tripping off of Mayweather saying that he would beat. Don't think I'm not paying attention to this board. 3 more balls left. I got one sitting over there waiting for me.
I already know.
You're already talking to these people on YouTube, but I'm paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Mayweather was like, he was, what's Mayweather's tagline? Easy work. That's Mayweather, easy work. Mayweather said that he would beat up Triple G back in the days. And that's when Triple G was 160. I was like, I'm like, damn, too. But so a long time ago, right? Long time ago, Zab Super Judah, right? We're at Gleason's gym. Zab like, oh, there we go. See, 19 years old. Zab was a phenom. I don't care what y'all say. The boy was wicked. Southpaw.
Absolutely.
Fast.
Absolutely. Knockout power.
Yo. Zab cracked me one time. I thought a pool ball hit me in the head. I thought somebody had a socket. Bow! I was like, oh, shit. Zab, he a little motherfucker, bitch. Little, right? So Super Judah. So I remember I just started boxing. It was like 97, 96, right? 96, somewhere around that. So I saw this dude, Angel Manfredi. You know Angel Manfredi?
Yeah.
Angel Manfredi was a world champion. And guess who beat him up and made him look like nothing? Mayweather. So I saw Angel Manfredi before Mayweather fought. Before he fought. So I said, yo, Zab, do you think that I said, yo, Zab, you know Angel Manfredi? He was like, yeah. I was like, yo, he nice, right? Yo, Zab looked at me like I just said Whitney Houston was nice. He was incensed, and I didn't get it because they say perception. I mean, I'm an amateur. I'm like, I got the karate thing going, but I didn't know boxing at that level. So Zab looked at me like, wait, like he's a bum. And I was scratching my head like, he said, boy, he's a like, yeah. Very dismissive. And I was like, yo, I didn't get the understanding of expert levels. It's like me in this pool game against you.
It's levels.
You know what I'm saying? Like me in this pool game against you. It's levels.
I'm trying to ignore it. He kept pressuring it on me. But yeah, it's levels to everything, man. Listen, and I'm happy you said that. I'm happy you said that.
Right.
I'm gonna take it back a notch real quick. So you see, a lot of people they comparing Boots to Crawford because Boots is a switch hitter and Crawford is a switch hitter when he wants to be.
Right.
So a lot of people are comparing Boots with Crawford and skill wise and everything like that.
Right.
But what y'all gotta understand is there's levels to boxing. Levels. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And the level that Boots is on right now, he's not touching Crawford, bro. Mm-mm. He's not touching Crawford. And no shade to Boots. Boots, you are a great fighter. I just feel like Crawford is still just a notch up from you right now, bro. He's still a notch up. Now, Boots looked great in that last fight. Right or wrong?
Right.
But who did he fight?
Disrespect.
Nah, it's not disrespect though. It's not disrespect.
Boots, you didn't fight nobody.
He didn't fight nobody in that fight.
But we gotta say in the hey, when you got a burger in front of you,
take him out.
Take him out. So I mean, he did do the. I mean, he did
what he was supposed to do.
I mean, but I got high expectations of Boots. I don't personally think Boots is ready for Crawford either. But people didn't think that Crawford was ready for Canelo. So anything can happen in boxing any given Saturday.
But here's the thing.
No, I got you. I mean,
Crawford already showed high levels of skill.
He did.
You understand what I'm saying? He already
Okay.
showed. Even when
had-
even when Crawford was getting in his last fight, right? At
What was the last
150
fight?
at 154.
Up top corner pocket.
At 154, his last fight, right? Even in that fight.
Your people can't see me. Just shut up, my brother. Don't try to block. He's trying to block y'all out so y'all cannot see this. We going
even-
corner pocket, left side, up top. It's hard for me to see with these shades, but I don't move these shades off. You know, Sensei don't. I never take these things off. All right.
But even in his last fight at 154, right? You look at that fight. A lot of people thought that, all right, that was a close fight. But in reality, right?
I got Game. This guy's trying to distract. He's trying to distract us.
But
time out. It's pool talk, right?
It's pool talk.
And it's pool talk. It's pool.
We're not worried about that 8 ball.
And I just got the 8 ball in, and he talking about he trying to like no.
We're not worried about that 8 ball.
Okay.
But
right.
In that last fight, right? You know, a lot of people was like, oh, you know, it's a close fight, blah 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 blah. Okay. Crawford just came up from 147. He went to 154. He fought a tough guy, right? But what did Crawford do in that fight? He stayed in the pocket and he fought the dude. He gave y'all the fight that y'all want to see. Did y'all want to see somebody that was running around the ring, running around the fight?
That's why he fooled me with Canelo. That's why I got fooled.
But
I was like, if he do that with Canelo,
here's another thing. Here's another thing. If Crawford was to show what he showed in the Canelo fight, was Canelo going to take that fight?
Maybe.
No. Canelo wasn't going to take the fight. I'm guaranteeing you, if Crawford showed what he showed in the Canelo fight, Canelo was not going to take that fight.
Okay, lined him up. Well, look, man, another great episode. I'm gonna finish telling you all about that Zab. I got mad Zab stories. I got some Zab stories.
We also, I'm gonna get Zab Pops on here. I'm gonna get Zab Judah Pops on here. Yoel Judah. I'm gonna get him on here. You know what I mean? To give his story of how he came up, raised a great champion in Zab Judah. You know what I mean? Hopefully when Zab is in New York, I can get Zab on the podcast also. He be busy when he comes out here, you know, but we're going to see what we can do, man. We're going to see what we can do. But we're going to have a lot of people come on the podcast and give their story on how, you know, they do what they do. Also, we're going to have a lot of different topics. We're going to touch on a lot of different topics. It's not just going to be boxing. It's not just going to be stick to one box.
Because it's pool talk.
This is pool talk, baby. Pool talk means that we're gonna be talking about a whole slew of different things.
Whole slew. Stay tuned. Sensei.
Franchise.
And you watching
Pool talk. All right.
For the next one.